In the previous episode, Huang Yaoshi was trapped in a difficult dilemma between his friendship with Ouyang Feng and the safety of Feng Heng, who had been poisoned by Hu Qian Shou. The sudden appearance of Tan Min, who confessed her love to Ouyang Feng, followed by the betrayal that killed Pan Ji and Tan Min's abduction, made the situation even more complex. Behind it all, Huang Yaoshi revealed his past at Mount Kunlun, a story of love and old wounds that still linger to this day. And now, let us continue with Episode 5 of Eastern Heretic and Western Venom. Huang Yaoshi told Feng Heng that tomorrow Chief Hu would take her to Zhengzhou and he would follow from behind. Hu Qian Shou prepared 3 horses for Huang Yaoshi, Ouyang Feng, and Zhao Wei so that they could travel more easily. When Huang Yaoshi asked about Hua's old injury, it was revealed that Hua had suffered a spinal injury 18 years ago. Even so, Yaoshi explained that there was still a chance for recovery if bone adjustments were done regularly every 3 days, combined with the Nine Yin Limbs Pill. This pill could heal paralysis, though it was very poisonous and would prevent the patient from practicing martial arts ever again. Hu Qian Shou insisted he wanted to take the pill, regardless of the consequences, just so he could walk like a normal man again. But behind his words, he harbored a sinister intent. Once his body was healed, he planned to break Huang Yaoshi's heart and drive him to despair in revenge for his son's death. Zhao Wei, who had begun to recover, was ordered by Cai Qiang to fetch water to wake Ouyang Feng. But before the water was poured, Ouyang woke up on his own. Cai Qiang praised him, saying he had expected Ouyang to regain consciousness an hour later. Cai revealed that Timu of the Cai family had intended to kill him while he was unconscious, but Cai himself had driven him away. Cai also told him that Huang Yaoshi had won back his gold and entrusted it to be returned to Ouyang. He admitted Huang's superiority and acknowledged him as a great master. On his way to fetch water, Zhao encountered Tan Min's subordinate. He told them that Pu Yuan was the traitor who had killed Pan Ji and poisoned the food. But Pu Yuan denied it and accused Zhao instead. As Pu Yuan was about to kill Zhao, Ouyang arrived to help. Pu Yuan then accused Ouyang of conspiring with Timu and Ti Lin of the Cai family to kidnap Tan Min. Ouyang denied it, saying that he too had been poisoned and knocked unconscious. At that moment, the elder Cai Qiang appeared just as Timu was about to kill him. Ouyang suggested that they should first search for Tan Min, especially since he had no connection whatsoever with either Zi Jin Hall or the Cai family. Annoyed by Pu Yuan's endless words, Cai Qiang slapped him, leaving all of Tan Min's subordinates stunned at his might. Ouyang Feng began to show his frustration and uncertainty. On this journey, he had suffered many defeats. For this reason, he advised Zhao not to meddle in others' affairs so as to avoid more trouble. Still dissatisfied with his loss against Huang Yaoshi, Cai Qiang waited outside the restaurant. When he saw Wang approaching, he challenged him to a fight, but Wang politely declined. He continued his journey to Linan together with Ouyang and Zhao. Tan Min, held captive by the Cai family, is guarded by Ti Lin, Ji Qing, and their men. Under the pretext of being escorted to meet Cai Yu, the head of the Cai family, Tan Min asks to change into more appropriate clothing. He suggests they stop at Peng's County, where the clothing store he once visited is located. Meanwhile, Hu Qian Shou's group, also heading to Jiangzhou, was traveling in the same direction. With his crippled body, Hu Qian Shou tried to act kind. He attempted to reassure Feng Heng by explaining that the 3 days powder in her body would be gradually cleansed over 3 days. But Feng Heng did not feel afraid. With Huang Yaoshi following from a distance, she felt confident and calm. She even admitted that she liked Huang, believing that he would eventually return her feelings. In her eyes, Huang Yaoshi was a rare man, sincere, kind-hearted, and a martial arts master. Hu Qian Shou then tried to compare their life experiences. He mentioned the death of Feng Heng's father and his own son, saying that these were fates that could not be changed. He claimed that if he could bring Feng Heng together with Huang Yaoshi, he would consider it a good deed. But Feng Heng responded with caution. From her travels with her father, she had met many people, and she knew there were far more evil people than good ones in the world. To her, good men like Huang Yaoshi were very rare, while men as evil as Hu Qian Shou were almost impossible to change. Hu Qian Shou did not deny that he had hidden motives. He admitted openly that Feng Heng needed him to detoxify the poison, while he himself needed Huang Yaoshi to heal his paralysis. When Feng Heng asked what he would do once he recovered, Hu Qian Shou evaded the question, saying that thinking too far ahead would only torment her. He even emphasized that at this point, Huang Yaoshi might not truly want to take her away with him. On the road to Linan, Ouyang and Huang continued to argue. Ouyang felt that Huang cared more about his own matters, while Huang defended himself, saying he too was trapped in a difficult dilemma. Huang Yaoshi told of how he watched over Feng Heng as she slept. He stood in the hallway and listened to Feng Heng's breathing calm down. However, as he shared this story, Ouyang Feng became disturbed, astonished by Huang's hearing ability. Ouyang then vented his grievances. He had not only lost badly at the gambling table, forfeiting his gold and 3 horses, but had also been beaten in the stable and forced to kneel 3 times without being able to fight back. All his martial skills, the lightning steps, the divine camel strike, and the vital point attack were completely useless against Cai Qiang, who had used only 1 hand and 1 foot. His sense of humiliation was worsened by the fact that his own men had witnessed him being forced to kneel. His disappointment deepened when he felt his friendship with Huang Yaoshi faltering, as though Huang cared more about Feng Heng than about him. At the same time, he was troubled by Tan Min, who had suddenly confessed her love only to attack him when he rejected her. Huang Yaoshi tried to calm Ouyang by listening to his complaints. He realized Ouyang's emotions were in turmoil, a mix of humiliation, failure, and an unwanted confession of love. When Huang asked about Tan Min's whereabouts, Ouyang revealed that she had been kidnapped by the Chai family. To him, it was merely a vendetta between clans in the martial world, nothing to do with him. But Huang insisted that leaving the matter unresolved could still disturb Ouyang's heart. He urged him to settle things with Tan Min, either by expressing his feelings or ending it clearly, so that his mind would be free. Ouyang stubbornly refused, swearing he would never like a woman like Tan Min. But Huang pressed that precisely because of this, Ouyang should state his stance directly to her. Otherwise, the confusion would continue to weigh him down, especially if Tan Min were to die without hearing a definite answer. In Pengzai County, the Chai family's group received word that the Salt Gang was also heading the same way. The shop Tan Min had mentioned was finally found. The owner was Fu Roqing, a clothing and jewelry merchant who turned out to be one of the leaders of Zi Jin Hall. Tan Men confided that she had fallen in love with a man from the western regions, Ouyang Feng, and wanted to live with him forever. Fu King appeared calm, even offering tea to her guests. Ti Lin firmly warned that although he might not be able to defeat Fu Ruqing alone, if he worked together with his companion Qi Qing, they would hold the upper hand. He demanded that Fu Ruqing not interfere, as their only intent was to escort Tan Men to Jiangzhou. Fu Ruqing calmly replied that she merely wished to speak briefly with Tan Men after she changed her clothes, then she would let her go. As Aunt Fu, she felt obliged to admonish Tan Men, as the girl had just admitted that she had fallen in love with someone. The situation grew tense, but Fu Ruqing eased the confrontation. She stressed that even if they fought, the outcome would not benefit anyone. Rather than risk lives, it was better to discuss matters peacefully. Huang Yaoshi was informed by Shi Qi, a Salt Gang subordinate, that Chief Hu was waiting for him in Pengzhi County. Ouyang Feng wanted to part ways to head to Linan, but Huang asked him to wait. Soon after, Chai Chong arrived intending to challenge Huang to a duel. But once again, Huang left without a fight, running swiftly and leaving both Ouyang and Chai astonished at his mastery of lightness skills. After washing up, Tan Men explained her situation. She revealed that earlier she had invited several members of the Five Crafts, including Pan Ji and Yu Tian, to arrange a meeting with Ouyang Feng in Jiangling. But the plan ended disastrously when the Chai family poisoned her and later abducted her. Until now, she didn't even know what had become of Ouyang Feng. Hearing this, Fu Ruqing pressured the Chai family, including Timu, to explain the truth. On the road, Ouyang Feng was ambushed by Tan Men's subordinate. Pu Yuan once again accused Ouyang Feng of conspiring with the Chai family to abduct Tan Men. A fierce battle then erupted. Thus concludes Episode 5 of Eastern Heretic and Western Venom. The intrigue of the martial arts world deepens, the relationships between the characters become more complex, and the perilous path to Linan remains unsolved. In Episode 5, Hu Qian Shou reveals his plan to restore his body with the help of Huang Yaoshi, but secretly plots revenge against Huang Yaoshi. Ouyang Feng, who has just recovered, faces a murder charge from Zi Jin Hall. Tan Men, who kidnapped by the Chai family, manages to lead them to a meeting with Fu Ruqing, a senior figure from Zi Jin Hall. Meanwhile, the friendship between Huang Yaoshi and Ouyang Feng becomes increasingly strained due to the dilemmas of love, self-esteem, and wavering trust. How will this story continue? Stay tuned for Episode 6. If you enjoyed this story, full of action, intrigue, and romantic drama, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next episode of the epic Eastern Heretic and Western Venom. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the Episode 6 recap video.